Okay, so my capstone topic is influencer apology videos. And a quick trigger warning disclaimer, I talk about sexual assault and suicide a couple times towards the end. So this is what I'm going to be talking about. And first, cancel culture is more of the overarching umbrella term, and then apology videos are a more specific thing, subcategory under that. And so that's why I included the graph on the right to show that cancel culture has definitely exponentially increased recently. And with that, there are more apology videos on the internet. And so an apology video is what an influencer will post when they have been canceled for something or called out for something, or when they could be canceled. They're trying to like beat everyone to canceling them. And they're stereotyped as fake, insincere. People are fake crying. All the influencers just follow the same script and things like that. But at the same time, if you don't make an apology video, then even worse accusations are made. And it's really hard to keep your career going after that. And so this is their attempt to be forgiven or to save any brand deals or sponsorships, or to be able to get back on their normal posting schedule without it being really awkward and uncomfortable for everyone. So I read a really great research paper about this, and they talk about the 5 ways to know if something's a sincere apology and the 5 ways to know if it's just image repair. So they did a study and looked at 32 different examples of apology videos, and then I just took that data and made it into a graph. And so the 5 strategies they say for a sincere apology is to admit that what happened was your fault and that it caused damage, and to express remorse, ask for forgiveness, and offer compensation. And then the 5 strategies for image repair, it's image repair if they reduce the offensiveness or use a form of evasion, denial, mortification, or corrective action.
Really?
So this is Jenna Marbles, and Jenna Marbles was a YouTuber for about 10 years, and she had like 20 million subscribers. And this is her apology video from the middle of 2020, where she talked about videos she made from 2011, where she impersonated Nicki Minaj and used blackface. And then another video from 2011 where she sang lyrics that were racist towards Asians. And that's what people were asking her to apologize about. But in that same video, she also kind of called herself out, exposed herself about times in the past where she body shamed women and shamed women for sleeping around, or where she had really binary girl versus guy stereotypes. And in the video, she shows the exact offensive videos that she was referring to, which might seem obvious, but in my research, a lot of people are really vague in their apology videos, and I had no idea what they were apologizing about. So that was really great. And then she talks about how she kept the videos on there so that she could show how much she grew. But people watched the videos from 2011 in 2020, thinking they were posted in 2020. And we all know that you could get away with a lot in 2011 that you can't get away with now. And then she ended it with saying that she's going to take an indefinite break from YouTube, but that was a year ago. So a lot of her fans don't think she's coming back. And I can play a couple seconds of it.
But I do want to tell you how unbelievably sorry I am if I ever offended you by posting this video or by doing this impression, and that was never my intention. It's not okay. It's shameful. It's awful. I wish it wasn't part of my past. The next thing.
Okay, so I'll go more in depth about it, but then the next is Logan Paul in his video titled So Sorry. And a lot of people think this is on the opposite spectrum. You'll probably find out later, but Jenna Marbles is supposedly the much better apology video, and then Logan Paul not so much. And so he's a YouTuber also with around 20 million subscribers, and he does like Daredevil challenges content, but has been transitioning to boxing content recently. And his apology video is because he posted a video with his friends where they went to a forest in Japan that's known for being a place where a lot of suicides have taken place. And he posted a video with the suicide victim in the video, and just censored their face but left everything else. And him and his friends made jokes about it, mocked the victim and things like that. And I can play a couple seconds of his.
I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide. But most importantly, I want to apologize to the victim and his family.
So now I'm going to compare them with the 6 factors that I saw based on the comments from both of their YouTube videos of what matters to people our age and their audiences in general. And first, the thing that came up the most was the length. Jenna Marbles' video was 11 minutes long, and her strategy with doing a longer video was that she was promoting the fact that she wasn't editing anything out, that she was being raw and filtered, doing it all in one take. And then Logan Paul had a less than 2-minute video, and he was promoting the idea that he was just not sugarcoating anything, just going straight to the point, cutting out all the BS, all the random things that he didn't have to talk about. And then next, I looked at the action they took after they posted the YouTube video. Jenna Marbles left YouTube, which is a pretty big thing to do. And then Logan Paul took a month hiatus, except for a video he posted in between where he talked to representatives from the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and then also a man that had survived his suicide attempt. And he said he wanted to post that video to educate himself and his viewers. And then he also said in that video that he'd be donating to various organizations that help with suicide prevention and suicide awareness. And then next is the look of the video. There's a stereotype that in apology videos, you shouldn't wear makeup, you shouldn't get dressed up, you should be crying, you should be in your sweatpants, pajamas, all that. And I feel like they both stuck to that stereotype. And then I looked at the sincerity based on the 5 factors that were in my graph for what makes a sincere apology. And Jenna Marbles had 3 out of 5 of those. She didn't offer compensation or something else, or ask for forgiveness. And then Logan Paul, he showed remorse, and that was the one thing he didn't. And then I looked at their business, and Logan Paul, YouTube cut a lot of their ties with Logan Paul and a lot of their business deals. And then he also lost a lot of sponsorships and brand deals fell through. And so lastly, how people responded to them. People leaned in favor of Jenna Marbles because she was passionate about YouTube, did YouTube for 10 years. So the fact that she was willing to leave that with the fear that she was offending people spoke in volumes to a lot of people. And then you have Logan Paul, who people didn't really like his apology video. The second video he posted, however, people did respond well to because he was taking action. He was going to professionals and getting help. However, all that positive feedback was canceled out when he posted his first video coming back, because he made a bit where he was like a caveman and had a beard on to show that he'd been gone a long time. And then he said 2 things. First, he said that do you know anyone else that can leave YouTube for a month and still gain 1 million subscribers? And then second, he mocked himself for crying in the apology video. And for a lot of people, especially Logan Paul has a really young audience, and they were still suffering a lot of trauma from what they saw in his video, and it just seemed insincere to everyone. And to show a different point of view, at the same time, Logan Paul has a really energetic, positive attitude in his videos. So when you see him being serious and talking about something serious in a sad tone, it's hard to believe that's sincere. So I think that there's a chance, obviously, that he is being sincere and genuine, but since people don't really think he has that capacity just because of the persona that he shows online. So I looked at what's important to us as viewers, and at the end of the day, people just want an apology video, and a video where you're being insincere is a lot better than no video at all. When you don't post a video as an influencer, you're susceptible to a lot more hate, a lot more allegations and rumors being spread. And I have some comments from David Dobrik's apology video, his recent apology video, that I think support that having an apology video is good enough at the end of the day. And then also I explained on the tech side that in the digital influencer world, you're most times guilty until proven innocent. Then I talked to a lot of my friends and a lot of other kids our age, and they said that they're really concerned that they support an influencer and then the influencer apologizes for example, saying something racist. And then if we go back to that person, does that mean we support racism, that racism isn't a deal breaker and things like that? And they were scared to be associated with people like that and what it did to their character. And I found that the pattern is that people will continue to support the influencer. With David Dobrik's YouTube video, apology video, he was accused and then waited a week before he posted his apology video. People like James Charles, he waited 3 months in between his accusations and apology video. And in those 3 months, in that week, we've pretty much already made up our mind. So for a lot of viewers, it's a game to them to see how desperate the influencers can get to use different strategies. And then for the influencers, it's just a competition to see who can take the exact same script and just use variations of it to save their brand deal, save their reputation. And then second, I wrote creators are attracting people that are similar to them. And by that, I mean David Dobrik, if you don't know why he made his apology video a month ago, it's because there was sexual assault happening in the background of his video. And if it doesn't offend him enough or disgust him enough to realize that that's a problem, then it's a good chance that's not offending a lot of his viewers. And I found that the creators and the viewers are interested in the same things and offended by the same things most of the time. So that means all the hate David Dobrik was getting for that was coming from different corners of the internet when he would go viral, when he was on the recommended page. So that means that they're the ones that are getting offended. They're the ones that are bringing this to light, not the loyal fans or supporters that are watching his videos every week. And then lastly, just because someone posts a video doesn't mean that they did anything wrong. A lot of people have been apologizing when they haven't done anything wrong. For me, I think that's just how cancel culture works. But for me, I think that if someone was offended, it's worth making an apology, even if you're not apologizing, even if you're not admitting to something that you didn't do, but just apologizing that you offended someone in the first place. Something obviously had to go wrong for someone to be offended, especially in these situations, so many people. So I think that's also something that you should remember when you're feeling guilty or ashamed for supporting different people. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.